What's up Multiverse, Dr. Dave here, welcome to the Geek Lounge. Today's video is part 1 of catching up with my Funko Pop parcels. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. A happy hump day to all of you. I hope the week has treated you well so far. As I said, today is part 1 of me catching up with my Funko Pop parcels. And how many parts will there be, I hear you ask? There will be 5 guys, 5 parts dropping over the next 5 days. Today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, where we unbox a whole bunch of Funko Pops. Because if you have been following along, and by the way, I appreciate you guys so much, thank you for supporting the channel. You will know that I spent most of August in Canada. I was on a long holiday over there. I had an absolutely amazing time, but it meant I received a ton of Funko Pop parcels throughout August, and we've now got to get through them all. And because there's so many, I figured we'd split them into parts. As you know, I'm a big anime fan, so we've got some My Hero Academia, some One Piece, some Jujutsu Kaisen, and some Naruto Boruto that will make up 4 of the 5 parts. And the 5th part, which actually makes up today's video, is a mix of a couple of animes as well as some TV. But let's waste no further time and get into the first one, which is going to be the glow-in-the-dark Kyojuro Rengoku from, I don't actually remember which wave it was. It's not the latest wave, it's the wave before, if you guys did want to see the back. I do already have the common version. As I said, this is the glow-in-the-dark one. And as you guys will have just seen, this box arrived with just the glow-in-the-dark sticker on it. No Walmart exclusive sticker, which I wasn't expecting because I didn't buy the US version. I actually purchased this from Pop Culture in Australia, so I was expecting it to come with a special edition sticker, but it didn't, and that doesn't bother me one bit because I'm still not a fan. Yes, that more recent one is better than that old school one, but I'm just not a fan of the sticker overall. Now, I have shown this figure off on the channel before because the common version doesn't glow in the dark. This is the glow in the dark version, so it does exactly what it says on the tin. On the box. You guys know what I mean. A very cool figure nonetheless. Rengoku, one of the more favorite Hashira, at least I think he always ranked within the top 3 in most polls that I saw. Love the cloak, love the Nichiren sword, the hairs, the yellows, the reds, the oranges. It's just a really cool looking figure, pardon me. Let's just check if the glow is equally as cool. Alright, here we go then guys, just trying to get it all over because I think the glow on this thing is supposed to be really cool, at least from pictures I've seen. And boom! Yes, look at that guys, that is so cool. The red eyes even holding very well. We know red glow paint doesn't normally hold well, at least as it relates to Funko Pops, but the rest just looks so cool. Let's try and get a bit more in on the like robes as well. Ah yeah, that's just so sick. I do like it. I think Funko have done an excellent job on this one. We do have some more Demon Slayer next up guys, and this is actually the first of 3 Funko Pops that I purchased during my travels throughout Canada. This one I grabbed from Hot Topic in the Eaton Centre in Toronto. It is the Hot Topic exclusive Kneeling Nezuko, and if you guys did want to check out the latest wave, at least as it relates to the commons, there they are on the back, the latest wave of Demon Slayer Funko Pops. And looking at the bottom of the box, I paid just under 20 Canadian dollars for this, although they do add tax afterwards, so it was probably somewhere around $22 to $23, meaning I paid around 13 to 14 pounds for this, which makes me very happy. I probably would have paid more than that here in the UK just to have the special edition sticker. I now have the Hot Topic exclusive sticker, and if I was to grab the Hot Topic exclusive sticker version from somewhere like DJ Collectibles or popfigures.com, I probably would have paid somewhere between 20 and 25, so very happy to get this while I was out there. I would have grabbed a bunch of stuff, but unfortunately I had limited suitcase space, but as I said, it is the first of 3 pops I did grab on my travels. We're getting back round to the front. This, yes, it's another Nezuko. Do we need another Nezuko? I get it, but I would say this one is pretty cool. Nezuko kneeling, she's bearing the teeth, we've got the veins, the blood. It all looks really cool. The one thing I would say, where are the pink eyes, guys? Come on, Funko man. They've started doing all the Hashira with the different color eyes. Why does Nezuko still have the black eyes? Why doesn't she have pink eyes? But as I was saying, I feel this is from the very first episode, so I think it's a pretty cool pop to make. Someone can correct me in the comment section below if I am mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's when she kneels over Tanjiro, essentially protecting him from Gyo, and it's when Gyo first realizes, you know what, Nezuko is actually very different. At least that's where I think it's from. Again, someone do correct me in the comment section below if I am mistaken. But you know what, otherwise I think it's a really cool looking pop. And the next pop to show off, guys, is the last of our anime figures for today's video. Another purchase from Canada. This was technically the third figure that I purchased. I got it from a Hot Topic in Vancouver, or at least in one of the suburbs. It is Shia from Hunter x Hunter. And this figure is really, really cool. Again, very, very happy to have picked this up. I paid $20.90, obviously tax again on top. So probably, again, somewhere around 22, 23, 24 Canadian dollars, meaning I paid somewhere around 13 to £15 for this, which makes me very, very happy because first and foremost, to my knowledge, this is still yet to drop here in the UK. When the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives dropped, what, back in July, I think it was, right? This was the only one that they didn't drop on FunkoEurope.com. It was to come out at a later date. And to my knowledge, it still hasn't released. Maybe it has, I may have missed it. Like I said, I was away for a month. If I have, someone correct me in the comment section below. But secondly, once it does drop, all the con exclusives, at least when they first release, are somewhere like 18 or 19 pounds. So again, to get this before it's even out over here for like 14, 15 pounds, I gotta be happy. Big Hunter x Hunter fan, love the anime, just wish it would come back. This figure looks so cool with his butterfly wings, Shia or Poof for short. Yeah, it just looks really, really good. I wish they had made like a miniature version of him as well, somewhere on there. I think that could have looked quite cool, like a couple of miniature versions. Maybe that would have been a bit difficult. Maybe we'll get some Hunter x Hunter mystery minis in the future. Who knows? But yeah, very, very cool figure. Happy to get it and add it to the Hunter x Hunter collection. In terms of the Chimera and Royal Guards, we now just need Yuppie. I can't remember what his full name was, but I know it was like the short version was Yuppie. And now, guys, move on to the TV. More specifically, we move on to some Star Wars Funko Pops. First up, we have the Walmart exclusive Reva Third Sister from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And I know, this is an older pop that released last year during the first wave of Obi-Wan Kenobi figures. We do now have the second wave, but it was the last one I needed to complete that first wave of figures. I think it was a Primark exclusive over here in the UK with that funny Primark sticker. I mean, not that it's really any worse than the Walmart exclusive sticker, to be honest, but I found this on the Vancouver Islands. There was like a Walmart just as you got into Nanaimo, I think that's how you pronounce it, like the port town. We like dropped into a Walmart to grab food and whatnot, and I thought, let's quickly check out the Funko Pop section. And they had like a bunch of older stuff there, some of the Eternals, they had a bunch of this. I guess because it's on the islands, maybe they don't get the newer stuff in as quickly as, say, like the main city. But yeah, like I said, it was the last one I needed for the first wave of figures. Now I need to go and grab the second wave. Yeah, pretty cool. I know she wasn't the most popular character. I thought she was okay for the most part. I really did enjoy the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And I paid something like 16 odd dollars for this, so I think it was around 7 or 8 pounds, and I figured with a Walmart exclusive sticker, that was a no-brainer. Sticking with Star Wars, guys, but now we technically move back to animation. I have finally got my Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker into the collection, so I have now completed that small wave there on the back. And again, I know this is an older figure. It released back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. At least that is what it says on the bottom of the base. On the box, it actually says 2022. I know it did have a small restock, and I assume that's where I got mine from. I actually grabbed it from Double Box Toys, but I had ordered a whole bunch of stuff from them, and I checked the date. It was July 7th, 2022, and now they've slowly but surely sent some of those things out. I've still got some things on order with it, like within that same order. I mean, some One Piece Funko Pops. So yeah, over a year, still waiting for some things, but we finally got this into the collection to, well, I don't know if it really completes the Clone Wars collection because I don't have Rex and there may be a couple others that I am missing, but at least that main like initial common wave is now complete. Finally we have Anakin. Very, very cool. I was a big fan of Clone Wars. If anyone's like never checked out the animated series just because it's animated, you guys are missing so much. They had so many great stories. Like, you maybe don't have to like have watched Rebels and Clone Wars to not be able to watch like live action Ahsoka, but you get so much more depth to her character and the stories and what she's been through if you went to watch those animated shows, guys. I promise. Then, like, maybe in the beginning for both shows they seem a little bit more for kids, but they do get darker and more grittier storylines, more adult kind of theme storylines. Just some of the best stuff that they've made in Star Wars storyline wise. So I would say try not to be put off by the animation because they are very, very cool. And this figure is very, very cool. Like I said, very happy to get it finally into the collection. And another two figures from that July 7th, 2022 double box toys order have also arrived, guys. They are from Stranger Things. We have the original Will figure as well as Steve with sunglasses. And these were also part of recent restocks. I can't really remember the original release dates. This was the original Will though, from the very first season. I'm going to just call it bog standard Will, right? With his strange haircut, his outfit, his backpack. There's really not too much going on with it. Like I said, it's from the very first season. There was just a few that I was missing from my Stranger Things. I say a few, maybe like there's 10 that I'm missing. Most of them are the more expensive ones now, like those exclusive Steve and Robin, for instance, the Baskin Robbins Steve. There's a few others as well. Most of them are like the more, I wouldn't necessarily say expensive, but some like 30-40 pounds, let's say, in value. But very happy to get these on the restocks. And here is Steve with his sunglasses, with his yellow gloves, with his backpack, and the baseball bat with the nails. It just looks really, really cool. Very happy to get this and add it into the collection for a retail price, because this was going for around the 30 to 50 pound mark before we got the restocks in. Now, Double Box Toys, they got, let me explain, back in July, they listed a whole bunch of restocks. You know, they had these, they had One Piece, they obviously had the Anakin. I think they had a couple of the Clone Wars ones, because I did get my Obi-Wan Kenobi a while back. They had a whole bunch of things that I ordered. I think some Avatar Last Airbender restocks, I think some South Park stuff, tons and tons of stuff that they put up onto the site. And so I made this big order to grab them all, and they were all going for retail like £12.95. That's how much all of these pops cost me. But then they've obviously taken like more than a year to arrive, some of them even longer, because I still don't have any of the One Piece ones I ordered, and I have since ordered some of those, but we'll get into that in tomorrow's video. Let's just admire Steve a bit more with the hair, as I said, the backpack, the gloves, the sunglasses, jeans, trainers. It's just a really, really cool looking pop, and like I said, to get it for £12.95, that makes me very, very happy. And now on to our final four Funko Pops, guys, which are all from the same TV show, one of my favourite shows on at the moment. I cannot wait for the next season. I am, of course, talking about The Boys, guys. Here we have Mother's Milk, Kimiko, A-Train, and Soldier Boy. And we'll do this in order of pop number, guys. So we have Mother's Milk up first, number 1404 in the television line. It's a fairly cool pop, but also a basic one. I don't know if I really just contradicted myself there, but it's Mother's Milk in this arms folded pose, which, to be fair, is a pretty typical pose of Mother's Milk. As I said, guys, I am a huge Boys fan. I was a massive fan of the comic book series by Garth Ennis, one of my favourite comic book writers. Derek Robertson, at least the original artist on the series. And then the TV show, even though it's very different, the adaptation is still brilliant. I love both. I think they've done a fantastic job with the TV adaptation, so really happy we're getting more Funko Pops out finally. It feels like it's been an age, and all of those like OG ones have now gone really high up in price. I know Homelander, for instance, was going for around 70 or 80 pounds here in the UK, but then Anthony Starr was actually going to be at Manchester Comic Con, and then he cancelled a week or so before. No news why, but most people think it's because of the strikes that were going on. They were very fresh at that time, still going on, of course. But yeah, I still like this pop, even though, like I said, it's basic, but still cool. And then we do have Kimiko next, giving us 4 of the 5 members of The Boys. Where is Frenchie, man? Why was he not released at the same time? I guess we're just going to have to wait for him in the 3rd wave of figures. But Kimiko's pretty cool, pretty black here. Kind of gives me like Eric Draven Crow, apart from obviously the white face paint. But yeah, we got, I guess, like, I don't know, rips in the jeans, fishnet stockings underneath. I'm not really a fashion guy, so I couldn't tell you. Looks pretty leathery though to me, at least the boots do. Not really much else we can say. I kind of feel maybe they could have done a bit better with this, maybe made her a little bit bloody or something, but I guess that may have been from like you could have said that was more from like some of the earlier, or like the first season, but it could have just, in my opinion, looked a bit more detailed, had a bit more about it. But you know what, I still like it, still happy to get a Kimiko pop. And next up we have A-Train in his Wakanda outfit, I'm gonna call it. Did they actually give the outfit a name? I don't think so. Like, it was him really going back to his roots, like his heritage, but it was all really for like a PR stunt. Did he really care so much, you know? The character's kind of just a complete a-hole, which is a complete like opposite to what the actor himself is. Jesse T. Usher, who I did meet back in July at Manchester Comic Con. He did actually attend. Anthony Starr and Chase Crawford, who plays the Deep, they actually unfortunately cancelled, but Jesse T. Usher still came, and he's one of the coolest guests I've ever met. Such a nice guy. He was talking to everyone for a long time, that's why his queue was very, very long, but I did get my OG A-Train Funko Pop signed, and we actually spoke about this one, and I said, yeah, I think it's coming around September, October, and it actually came out a bit sooner, which is pretty cool. Very colourful. I do like the suit. I kind of knew Funko were going to make this. Well, I say I knew, like I'd guessed. I thought, yeah, this seems like something prime that they're going to make. He's even holding one of those energy drinks. The name of it, though, does escape me. I think there's like adverts within the show about it, isn't there? But I do feel there are other characters, like Frenchie I already mentioned. Why haven't we got him? There are some other characters we could have got as well, as opposed to having A-Train in this different outfit. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I felt they were going to make this. It's still cool. I still like it. I just wish we did get some other characters before we got this one. And the last figure for today's video, guys, is Soulja Boy. This one is so freaking cool. Again, though, I feel we could have had a few characters because he was from the latest season. We had characters, of course, from both the first and the second season who have still yet to appear. So a little bit weird in terms of the ordering of things with some of the figures, but I'm really happy we have a Soulja Boy pop. Jensen Ackles' portrayal of the character was very, very popular. He is also attending Liverpool Comic Con towards the end of October. The really annoying thing is he sold out very, very quickly, obviously. There's a lot of Supernatural fans in the world. I've personally never watched Supernatural. I know the Professor was a big fan. He's watched it all. I never actually watched it. I would like to go back, but it's like a super long series to now get into. But maybe I'll give it a try one day if I can't find anything else to watch. So yeah, he's sold out. And I was kind of umming and ahhing because he didn't sell out immediately. And I was like, well, I'm not a Supernatural fan. I'm sure they're going to make a Soulja Boy pop because when he was first announced kind of late, like sort of beginning of summertime, they hadn't announced any of the new Boys Funko Pops yet, and I was like, I'm sure it will come, but yeah, it's probably not going to arrive before he does. And then they announced them, and then the rumors were they would arrive around September, October, and I was like, ah man, let me go in and get an autograph then, see if I can eventually get this and get it signed. And yeah, he was already sold out, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But the Monopoly events are actually, I don't know if it's their debut event in London, but it's certainly one like their biggest event they're going to do in London for the love of fantasy coming. Is it April next year? I actually can't remember that. No, it might be later. I can't actually remember the date off the top of my head. But they said it's going to be one of their biggest events yet, and it's going to be Supernatural / vampire themed. So I'm always hoping they might get Jensen Ackles back for that. Will be interesting to see though, will his price go up? Because London prices do always go up. I'm talking all things signing and nothing about the pop though, guys, because this thing is awesome with the shield, the green outfit, the beard, the hair, everything just looks really, really cool. There is another version coming. It's going to be a Funko Shop exclusive where he does have the helmet or the mask, whatever you want to call it, over the top as well. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one. I imagine it will sell out pretty quickly. But yeah, very, very happy to get this pop into the collection. And just real quick, I thought I'd show this off to you guys because I was talking about getting a Soulja Boy pop signed eventually by Jensen Ackles. Check it out, guys. We actually have box damage. No idea how this has happened. There's nothing on the protector. There was nothing on the sorter box. It's like in the middle as well, right? It's not like it's something from the side. It's like a chunk that's come out of his beard. Very, very annoying. I did grab this from popfigures.com. Maybe they can send me a duplicate box or something. And well, there we go, guys. That is part one of me catching up with my Funko Pop parcels, and that is therefore going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop some comments below out of everything I picked up today. Which one was your favourite? And as always, we've got plenty more content on the way for you guys. As I mentioned, this was part 1 of 5 catching up with my Funko Pop Parcel videos dropping over the next 5 days. In tomorrow's video, we're actually going to be checking out some One Piece Funko Pops, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that, as well as all the other videos dropping, like I said, over the next 5 days. What is the easiest way to stay tuned, you ask? It's very simple. Subscribe, hit click, smash that subscribe button, and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds!